Shalom, shalom. This is Kapalia, aka Pops, out of GMS Chicago, with another sit down. Before I get started, though, like always, I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. To the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, I want to say double honors. Double honors because they do rule well. Elder bishops as well out of Connecticut, floating apostles that's been moving around, floating elder. Say double honor to all of them. Oh, because they do rule well. For the brethren around the world, pushing the truth uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the prophecies, correctly breaking them down, and the interaction with the people on the planet. Send salutations. For the hopeful elect, I hope this is edifying. For the Akwat, the few and the true, that's listening sincere, the chair to keep doing so. But for the scorn and scoffer, reprobate, 2/3 Israelites and 17 other nations, who in the midst of Jacob's trouble, it's going to get worse. So anyway, sometimes we'll be talking about our heritage and the loss of it and things of this nature and being stripped, pursuant to Jeremiah 17:4, which I'm going to pull that up. Let me go get that real quick. Let me go get that. Jeremiah 17:4. This is going to be pretty quick, though. I'm not going to make it too long. 17:4. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I have, that I gave thee. So Jeremiah is being told by the Lord, a man of the Lord, he's being told by the Lord that he's going to discontinue from his heritage. So there was going to come a time where he didn't know who he was. Okay. And that, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28:68, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. So Yahweh is going to bring a group of people into Egypt, which is basically slavery again, with ships. Okay. By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. What is it you wasn't going to see? Israel, the land of Israel, Jerusalem. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And that buy, when you go into the etymology, is actually redeemed, and that means nobody's going to be able to pull you out to slavery because you was being bought and sold over here as slaves all the time. But nobody's going to pull you out to slavery. Okay, so the emancipation didn't pull you out of slavery. You so-called African Americans and whatnot. And I'm gonna go back to that because, see, on my birth certificate, this is what I used to say all the time. On my birth certificate, I remember getting my birth certificate, and I want to say seventh grade. I remember getting my birth certificate because I had to apply for my Social Security card and I had to bring my birth certificate so that they could make a copy of that to submit it. So they were doing it in school then. If you didn't have your Social Security card, you can get your Social Security card. As a matter of fact, that's when they really started locking us in or whatnot. So they had you bring your birth certificate. They made a copy at school, and then they returned your birth certificates to you. And then you filled out all the paperwork. The teacher stood in front of the class. We filled out all the paperwork. They passed out pens for us to do it with. We filled out all the paperwork, and all that paperwork was submitted. I was in seventh grade when they had us do that. And I remember getting my Social Security card in the mail. So anyway, so they had us do that. So they had me sign myself into slavery by the Social Security card because I didn't even have a Social Security number before that. Okay? So, with that all having been said, discontinued from our hands. That will be sold to bond men and bond women. So now let me see what's this set. Is that 48, 49? And this let me see. Yeah, that is Deuteronomy 28 and 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So this was going to be a sign. These curses was going to be a sign upon us. So those people over there in the Western Asia, because like Elder Malcolm said, there is no Middle East. Those people that's over there in Western Asia fighting over that land, which is the Israelites in the first place, is who they are, and is what it is, based off of uh, Amos 1:8. Is it Amos 1:8? Okay, Amos 1:8. And I will cut off the inhabitant from Ashdod, and him that holds the scepter from Ashkelon. And I will turn my hand against Ekron, and the remnant of the Philistines shall perish, says the Lord. Okay, so jumping down to 11. Thus says Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away thy punishment, because thou did pursue his brother. So who was born? Who is this talking about? This is talking about when Esau and Jacob. This is talking about when Esau and Jacob was born. Okay, the first came out red like a hairy garment. Okay, so this is Esau and Jacob. So I said for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment there, because I did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. His anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So we still dealing with the wrath that this man has for us, even now, even in this place. Okay. Let me see. What's the other one I'm looking for? Give me 1 second. Zechariah 9, 6. Yeah, there goes Zechariah. Okay. Zechariah 9 and for 5 and 6. Ashkelon shall see it and fear. Gaza also, Zechariah 9 and 5. Ashkelon shall see it and fear. Gaza also shall see it and be sorrowful. And Ekron, for her expectation shall be ashamed, and the king shall perish from Gaza. Oops. And Ashkelon shall not be inhabited. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. So those people are fake phonies that are over there saying that they the people when they not. Like I said, from Deuteronomy 28 to 46 verse. What curses have applied to those people to make them be able to even say that? Because see, we discontinued from our heritage, and that is what started all of this. This was what made me run to this in the first place, because I saw this. So like I said, Negro was on my birth certificate. Okay. I remember when they started coining the phrase African American, and I remember when they were starting to call themselves black. I'm going to show you that right here. Come on.
All right.
Hold on, let's back.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
Hold on. See? Now it go disappear on me. Now it wants to disappear on me. So now hold on. See? It's, you know. Let me see. Now I don't want none of this shit. I don't want none of this shit. I don't want none of this shit. Give me a second.
All right.
Here we go.
A Negro boy in the South.
You see, you heard that? A Negro boy in the South. Watch Ali try to correct him or go to correct him.
A Negro boy in the South.
We say black now.
All right, black. All right. Did
Now he calling himself black. And now what do we understand black to be now? Now, for us that's in the truth. Okay? For us that's been enlightened with the different constructs that's been put in this bastardized language, in this bastardized demographic segregation country that like to lump people together in specific little groups and this, that, and the other. Which I don't have no problem with that part of it but let's keep it 100 as far as who's who and what's real. Okay? They take what it says, a man in his heritage. What's the scripture? A man in his heritage. Let's see if I can get that real quick. Micah 2:2, and they cover fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Okay? Micah 2:2. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being the case, like I said, so what happened? Our heritage was taken from us pursuant to Jeremiah 17:4, okay? And though that would be one of the signs that we wouldn't know who we are. So here's somebody that
a Negro boy in the South.
We say black now.
All right, black. All right.
We say black now. Negro was what was on my birth certificate. We say black now. That's what he was saying back then. Now it's African American. Or it might not be nothing that's on the birth certificate now. Why? Because all the controversy that's starting to show up with it. Because we didn't come from Scipio Africanus or Amerigo Vespucci. Okay? That's not our heritage. That's not our lineage.
Is it not the same thing?
What? No, Negro. We are taught that all people are named after country. Chinese are named after China. Cubans are named after Cuba. Irish people are named after Ireland. Indonesians named after Indonesia. Japanese are named after Japan. Australians are named after Australia. But there's no country named Negroes.
All right, then let me
understand.
Okay, so since there's no countries named Negroes, why are you calling yourself black? Okay, if you're going to try to use that logic. Why? Because let me get this scripture for you. Why? Because let me get this scripture. Where we at? Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt no more be priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So since we don't know who we are, we latch on to some of everything. So, like you said, this is a man that was known to, willing to stand on something because he wouldn't fall for anything. But he stood on fucking Islam, which was destruction in itself. Okay? You go into the Quran and whatnot, all you had to do was read the second chapter. Know that you're an Israelite, and go into the Quran, the second book. Okay, get to about the 40th verse and read and understand and know enough of the scriptures to understand that you're the Israelite based off of the curses that are on you, and then you will know that Islam and the Quran wasn't meant for us either. These scriptures, this book, the King James version of the Bible with the apocrypha that would be in the middle between the Old and the New Testament, as the 1611 was originally constructed, is the book of the people of the Lord, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Okay, the children of Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Yahweh being the name of the Father. He is, he exists, he be. And Yahweh Shai, he saves. They name actually have meanings behind it and power in it. But our people latch on to some everything. And you see Ali, a man of principle that wouldn't go and fight in the Vietnam War, supposedly. Wouldn't go fight. I suppose he didn't go fight in the Vietnam War, but supposedly had principles and would stand on them. He stood on some shit, but he stood on some falsehood. And had a big following that led all those people down the wrong paths and had them thinking that he was an icon when he was just another lack of knowledge individual that had people following him into destruction, believing in his beliefs. Okay, but it says verse 7, and as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore I would change their glory into shame. See, the glory that he thought that he was given is actually shame, because he led a lot of people astray in the process of. Go back and let him finish a little bit of this, because it ain't that long. I don't even know what the whole thing said. I just caught that part of it and just wanted to get on it quick.
No country named Negroes.
All right, then let me
understand.
I understand.
You're not as dumb as you look.
Let me rephrase. Do I look that dumb?
No, it's okay.
And that's it.
Negro boy.
Okay. But the scripture, but Negro, love that. Why? Because it says, if you read where it breaks down the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, it tells you the progenitor of the black race, not the Negro. Okay, that was Ham. So that's all them other dog races of people that you can think of. And then you got some races that are dog anyway, or whatever the case might be. But it says not the Negro. So there's a distinction between who the Negro was as opposed to the other dog races. Okay? Using the terminology that was being populated at that time. So to see the Israelite was never supposed to be lumped in with the dog races, because they're special people. Anyway, we get a scripture to prove that, and I'm gonna end it on that. Oh, call lawyer Yahweh Ba'Shem Hawashah Ba'Shem Kaprakata 444. Mercy. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Definitely need that. Need to have hope and pray for that. Mercy, that the Lord's going to be merciful. Okay? Let me find that. What's what I was looking? Man, I forgot what I was thinking of. Uh, uh, okay, I done lost that thought and whatnot, so it's probably gonna come back to me after I close this out. But I am gonna close it out with that because, like I said, that's what this is about. We lost our heritage, okay, and the signs of the people on that's on those people are not those people that's over there, with all that warfare going on in Western Asia now. That's not them. So with that, I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash, to the apostles and the elders of GMS out of New York. Again, double honors, the elder bishops out of Connecticut, the floating apostles, and the floating elder. Uh, double honors because they do rule well. And for those brothers out there pushing this work on Cut Unfiltered, give you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the scriptures. Okay, just stay the course, hold the course. Keep pushing the word. It says for those who endure to the end, is going to be glory shared. So just hold on to it. You got more coming to you for this work than the world can ever imagine a picture. Okay, so just hang on to the principles, hang on to the work, do it, apply it, live it. So I hope that's edifying for the election's sake. So hearty shalom to all of the elect and to the 2/3 and the rest of the world. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to do what it's going to do according to the scriptures.